It's training camp season. Today we're looking at the Saints, and we're looking at the quarterback battle between Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shough. We're going to be looking at highlights from practice. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're looking at your players every day at practice, at training camp, seeing what they're doing behind the scenes, your rookies, your position battles. Guys are getting ready to draft in fantasy football here soon. Click that button. Stop missing out. We got a quarterback battle today, and they're switching the quarterbacks in and out right now. From what I'm hearing, from what I'm reading, I'm digging into as much as possible. Spencer Rattler's got the lead, but it's going deep into the preseason as this battle goes on. That's what it sounds like from reading the tea leaves from the beat writers. Anything I can get my hands on. If you got something different, let me know. Shough's had some good moments, some bad moments as well. He's had some picks, but also some good moments. So you'll see some of those over the last few days in these clips. And when I mean good moments like that throw right there, he's got a good arm on him. But you'll also see some miscues, some misfires in there. You'll definitely see that come up here on the tape. Also, unless it did not come my way, I've not heard really... I've heard reports. I've not heard, they're not going to really, bang the drum if someone's playing too bad or anything like that. They're not going to go overboard with it. But also not hearing the opposite way, like anybody's really standing out that much either. That's the one thing I'm not hearing. Nobody's really standing out and taking over. Here's some Spencer Rattler. I could be wrong. I've been checking reports and articles and then having ChatGPT search. I've been trying to read up on this, looking through the highlights here. It sounds like Rattler's got a little lead. It's going to go into preseason. There's a miss there. We got to see what happened on that play a little bit closer. Shough right here. It's like the last 3 or 4 days of practice. Just seeing the clips. Seeing what's going on. A lot of times you'll catch that 1 or 2 clip come at you in social media. It makes you feel like that player is either killing it or the worst thing ever. But then you realize, yeah, he threw that pick, but he also completed 30, 40 other balls. Things like that. Or he had that big touchdown, but there's what happened on that play. 'Cause that didn't end well. That was Shough, right? But from what I'm reading, it's a tight battle. Tighter than what it sounded like during minicamp and OTAs. Haener has been getting opportunities as well. And they're just flipping these guys around in the rotation. They're flipping them around, allowing them to get their opportunities. Your rookie isn't doing bad for a rookie right now. Spencer Rattler, from what we're seeing here, we had that one play on the highlight reel that did not get completed. He's got more experience under his belt. Former 5-star quarterback. Went to Oklahoma, had that good run there, and then it fell off course pretty dramatically. Stock tanked. Went to South Carolina, was able to rebuild it up enough to get drafted. Had some moments where he looked good. With the Saints last year. Rookie season, a lot would say it didn't go well. You also had injuries around him, so a little bit open for him to develop and get better. There's Haener right there. I'm trying not to hide Haener from you. I just know a lot of people are watching Shough versus Rattler. This is 20 minutes of clips too, almost. So if I had Haener in there, we're talking about an hour video almost. There's Rattler. It's got a pretty ball. Shough's got a pretty ball as well. And we got a pick. We got a pick. Like I've been saying, things are coming up when you got this many clips. Nobody's taking over. Haener's got a shot. There he is, dropping it. Downfield. Nobody's taking over. That's what I'm gathering. I might be wrong. Nobody's taking over. Like, is it still open? We'll see. We might see multiple quarterbacks in this year. They might have a little bias towards Shough since they drafted him. That's their guy. He's got a good arm. He's got some mobility. He had injuries throughout college, but pulled himself up by his bootstraps. Finished off strong. Had some good moments against Notre Dame last year. Both quarterbacks did that. They had some things happen throughout their collegiate careers. Different things, not similar, but different. And both finished off their careers strong to get to this point. Both of them have talent. They just got to take a step forward and develop. Both of them. Rattler's got to get consistent. That's the thing about what we've seen from him all this time, from Oklahoma, South Carolina, and definitely can't get to the point again where at Oklahoma where the wheels just straight fell off. That can't happen again. That can't happen again. But when he's on point, he looks good. He looks good. It's just those down moments are horrific. We've seen this throughout his collegiate career. But when he's on point, he looks like he could be a top-level quarterback. I'm talking top level, like top 10, like he has the potential in him. Like it's down there. It's just when those wheels come off, they come off. They fly off. That's the thing about it. When the wheels are on there, he's good. Shough's got all the potential in the world. He's got all the potential in the world. That's the thing about it. There was talks that he was going to be a first-round pick, potentially. And that's when big media started looking at the tape on him and those big moments. Him bootlegging out, a little pressure in his face, making the throw. There was that one throw, I forget which game it was when he was at Louisville. It was like this, like sidearm, like that, underneath. He had a defender on him, went right into the end zone. There's Rattler right there. Another pick. Another pick. Like I'm telling you, no one's taking it over. If you're looking at this for Dynasty Fantasy Football and you're playing Superflex and you're trying to moneyball the quarterback position, you got to watch his battle tight. Rattler's not dead yet. A lot of people put Rattler to death. Put him in the coffin this offseason. He's not dead yet. That's the thing. We still got a battle here. He could start off as the starter. And from what I'm reading from all the articles and stuff, he's got a little lead. There's a chance that we see multiple quarterbacks, though. Nobody's taking command of the job, though. Nobody's putting it on ice. That's the thing. We could see all three of them out there this year. You could see Haener out there. You could see Shough. Shough could be finishing off the season as your new quarterback. The thing is with Rattler, let's say he wins the job, when he's on point, he's on point. That's the thing. That's what we've always seen out of him. From high school to college, Oklahoma to South Carolina. Training camp last year. When he's on point, he's on point. He can distribute the ball. He can be accurate. He looks like a top-level quarterback. When the wheels fall off, and when the naysayers come for Rattler, that's what they're talking about. And the inability to be consistent over a long period of time during his career, and you never know when it's coming up again, or if it will, and especially when the wheels broke off in Oklahoma. That was a weird play. Like, that just took so long to materialize. That was weird. Like, I understand pacing and stuff. Getting out quick. We've seen both of them make misses, though. Both of them. During this run of highlights. There's Shough back there. Steps up, slings the rock, gets it. He had a pick on Twitter that went viral. the other day. A lot of people were talking about him versus Shough. Shough hasn't had an interception in camp yet. I think he's only had like 1 or 2 since rookie camp. Like this whole process with the Browns. Is that another miss? No, he caught it. He caught it. Were we in bounds? I can't tell. He caught it, though. Rookie-wise, looking poised. I can definitely see why they pulled the trigger, though. Mobility. That arm, the upside with that. It's an upside play. Because if you put it all together, you could have a top-level quarterback. Like, that arm talent is surreal. What you see on tape from college. Moving well in the pocket, taking off with it. That's an understated thing about his game. His ability to take off with the football. Get you yards on the ground. An understated thing about his game. There's Dixon. It's easy to look at Rattler, too, in this race. Because Rattler has really been under a spotlight for like the last half decade or so throughout college football. Like, we know about Rattler. We know about the ups. We know about the downs. Unless you haven't been paying attention to college football that whole time or high school recruiting. He's got some moxie to him, but almost like too much so at times. But he's very chill and calm. It's just, can these quarterbacks put it together? I think the scary thing is nobody straight up taking it over and being undeniable. I think that's a scary thing. That's the one thing, it's not been said that, but nobody has said it hasn't happened or has happened. Like, it's been a battle. They're switching the quarterbacks in and out. Sure, one will play better than the other some days, but nobody has really stepped up. And you can tell because nobody is banging that drum left and right every day. In the tweets, in the reports. Nobody's taking it. You can tell from the practice clips here. There it is. Marcus Yarns. Pay attention to that name. Pay attention to Yarns. I see him come up in some of these clips. I just keep seeing him come up. They've added some people here. Kendre Miller's had some impressive runs in camp. They got a slew of backs here. Devin Neal from Kansas. That's a fun running back who was very productive in college. They added in Cam Akers. Of course, Alvin Kamara. They got a lot of backs here. A lot of talent fighting for a job. Deep balls downfield, baby. Deep balls. Back with Shough. There's Kamara right there. Again, there'll be days Shough's with the ones. Days Spencer Rattler's with the ones. Hayner's with the ones. Or there'll be days where they're just flipping them in and out. Open. This is an open battle right now. Like, we're still in the infancies of practice. Joint practices is going to be huge with this team. It's going to be huge. Joint practices, what you see in preseason, it's all going to be huge with this team. It's all going to be massive. Figuring out the quarterbacks. Hopefully somebody steps up and develops for the Saints. And this doesn't just end up being just the mid-off. Because there's potential for that. That this just becomes a huge mid-off at the quarterback position. There's potential for that. This could just be a massive mid-off here for the Saints. Between these three quarterbacks. And really what you're hoping is one of them step up to their potential. Like we talk about potential with Shough. But also, if you don't reach it, it could be ugly. And Spencer Rattler, we know the potential. We've seen that throughout his collegiate career. The thing about that is there's a chance that we continue to be inconsistent. And you could be gaslit first couple games of the season with him playing well. Then all of a sudden, wheels come off. That's the thing about his game. He could pull it together for games. He could definitely do that, maybe even a season or so, unless he develops and fixes it. Like, you're also seeing some of that in some of these plays, though. But he has the ability to stay calm in the pocket, move around the pocket. I think we got Hainer in there now. Avoid pressure, make the play downfield, make it look nice, too. Throw off platform. He's got a little bit of Patrick Mahomes in his game where he's able to play off script from different angles. Good composure, controlling an offense. A lot going on here. Probably a coverage sack in real life. A lot going on there. And you look at Shough, he can thread the needle all over the field. He's got good mobility while throwing it on the run. There it is, stepping up. Oh. But if we don't hit to our potential and patch up these issues or develop, this could be a massive mid-off. That's the one thing about this. This is like the last 2, 3, 4 days of practice. A lot of practice clips. Almost 20 minutes of clips here. Shough slinging it. Not getting it. Not getting. What are you guys thinking when you're looking at these guys? I just hope one of them just comes in and takes over. It looks like Spencer Rattler, and that makes sense of him having to lead. But also from what it looks like, reading the tea leaves, that he's not taking it over either to the point where Shough's got an opportunity, especially once we get deeper into training camp. We're still young. We're starting to get right in the thick of things, though. This is going to go in the preseason, the joint practices. Pick. Another thing, you watched his eyes there. He just stared down that read. And then, he realized that ain't it. Went to the other and had to make that decision real quick. Pulled the trigger. Got the pick. I bet right now you're watching these clips and you're not very pleasant with what's going on if you're a Saints fan. You watch those back-to-back clips. Or that one, where it wasn't really Shough's fault. It's got him in the hands. There's 3 in a row. 3 doozies in a row. Can we make it 4? Let's get something going here. Rolling out. Oh, here's the pick. Nope, we're going to take off with it. That's really what should have happened that last pick. There's guys there, but there's guys in front of them. But you were just staring off that guy at one play. You were just staring off. You were just staring. You're glaring at him. Like you froze a little bit. Up top, you see that one-on-one. Nope, pick. All right, Rattler might have more than what we think, than what the beat writers are saying. Rattler might have more. So you guys probably watched and logged off, and I probably got comments in the section, and they're like, what do you mean? And you've probably been watching highlights and stuff. Rattler's probably got more than what beat writers are leading on to than what we're seeing. He comes out. He can make it look good in the pocket. He can extend the plays. I think some of these, though, will be dead in real games, though. But still, he can do that. He's got a good feel. I think my main assessment is, unless somebody takes over and the development just starts hitting towards upside, like hitting towards true potential, we might have a massive mid-off here at the quarterback position for the Saints. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Hainer out there this year. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. because this quarterback battle's going into the preseason. Looks like it's kind of tight. Rattler's got a lead. That could change with a few practices. Shough's had some off throws, but some money throws as well. But a good bit of off throws. Rattler's had some off throws as well. He's got that experience. He's got that moxie. We're going to keep an eye on this quarterback battle throughout the off season, throughout training camp. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.